What's up, everybody? Welcome back to My Twisted Life TV. I am Poetry. You are here for another recap and review of Power Season 6, Episode 10. This was the mid-season finale. Nobody can stop me. Properly titled, Who Shot JR? That's basically what it is. Like, after all the memes and the posts that I've seen about this episode, about who shot Ghost, it's reminding me of Who Shot JR. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, who did it? Kristen. It was Kristen who shot JR. It was Kristen who shot Ghost. She was pregnant by JR. She probably pregnant by Ghost too. That's all I'm saying. If y'all are familiar with who shot JR and what TV show that comes from, leave it down in the comment section. And I'll give you a nice little trophy, a little star, for y'all old school heads like myself. So, this episode right here, I thought it was a bunch of mess. I don't know what is with most of the shows that I'm reviewing, whether it's the mid-season finale or the finale, when it drags on and on and on until like the last 15 minutes of the show. And then it seems like they rushing everything, putting everything together at one time. And that's basically, I got a earache coming on. I'm sorry, y'all. That's basically what I saw was going on here. Forgive my surroundings, forgive my lighting. I'm in St. Louis, y'all already know that. It's not as cold as it was. It was like 19 degrees when I took off from Orlando here, but it's been 61 all day, so I've been cool. So we start off. Ghost is sitting in his hotel room, sulking as always. He called up Tariq on the phone like, I need to have a father-son talk with you, boy, face to face. But before we really get into it, Ghost was at the penthouse when Silver was killed, right? The penthouse was shot the hell up. But it doesn't make sense the way the writers, why does that always happen when I fucking get on camera? It doesn't make sense when the writers are writing that he gonna place the cell phone, into the hotel room. Why, after everything that happened, my house just got shot the hell up, I'm gonna say, oh my God, let me go grab Terry Seal's cell phone and take that with me. That just seems stupid. He made sure the foo phone went with him and took it to his hotel. The writing is making no sense this season at all. Well, they announced that Jamie is going to run with iPhone. I told you I was going to call that lady iPhone. I think her name was Lorette, something like that. They announced that on the TV. He looks all excited, like shocked even that he heard his name, on TV. And even in this episode later on, they say he had no political aspirations. So this whole turn of events is making no sense. Like, well, Sax goes into Kojak's office and tries to get him to check the hotel for ties to Lala's death. Well, we know that Lakeisha Grant got killed, so I think you should search the hotel room of St. Patrick because I bet he killed her. Why all of a sudden, like, Sax got this hard on for Jamie? He was one of the main people who was like, yeah, with it. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't so gung-ho about it. He didn't even like Angela to start with. Now all of a sudden, I gotta get St. Patrick. I gotta get St. Patrick. Like, what he do to you? Just make y'all look stupid. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much all he's done. But Sax is like so diehard to get him that he want to put anything on him. And Kojak is like, look, we already done confirmed his alibi. It's on camera. Like, what the hell? So get the hell out of my office. You don't even work here. How the hell you get in here anyway? They escort him out with security. And then Jamie, he goes on to go meet up with Ramona, right? And he tells them that he lost the site for the CVS. And Ramona like, well, if you don't have an iPhone, see, her name should be iPhone, not Ramona, iPhone. iPhone say, well, if you don't have a place for your CVS site, then you off my ticket. Like, you need to hop on that and get onto it right now. Well, she tells them that if he don't, she gonna put tape on the ticket instead. In other words, she really don't believe in you, like she just sat down there and told you. She don't believe in you. She don't believe in Ramona. All she believe in is what you could do for as the black vote is concerned in her honor. So Jamie was supposed to go back the next morning and make an offer on their building. Like I thought that's the reason why he killed him in the building is so he can drive the price down. But it don't even look like he met with the real estate agent the next day. He just said he just lost the site. Okay, so James goes into an old bar. Jamie goes into an old bar. He seems familiar with the owner. Offers him a buyout of the building, and old boy like, nah, not if you're gonna come here and turn my bar down. So he promises to keep the bar open as a poetry venue. Stays there for kids. When I met Omari Hardwick back in the day, that's what he was doing, was spitting poetry. Yeah, on the New York poetry scene. He used to hang out at New Yorican cafe up in New York. And matter of fact, Kenny Cross from Ambitions, I swear that's where I know him from, is from the poetry circuit. Like Amanda Seals from Insecure, before she got with Floetry, before she was on MTV, before Def Jam, not before she was on that little TV show. But I knew her from the poetry circuit as well. She was Amanda Diva back then. And they all acting in big time and stuff now. And here I am doing YouTube videos about them. Ain't that something? Anyway, 6 degrees of separation. Let me get back to track. Come to find out, the reason why Jamie is familiar with this guy, because that's his fucking uncle. Uncle Gabe. Now, I don't know if it was his blood uncle or not, but it don't matter with black folks, We call you auntie, we call you uncle, you family. But apparently, Jamie ain't been around since his daddy died. So I'm thinking that's his real uncle now, the way that they tied it in. And he went to go off to live with Tommy. So if y'all remember the backstory, Ghost's dad was killed by drug dealers that they didn't never identify. And the way that the uncle was telling it, the drug dealers was shaking his daddy down. And Pops went to the police. And that's what got him killed. I honestly think that Ghost had something to do with his daddy's kill. He was affiliated with the people that did it or something. What else would drive you away from your home? Especially when you have an uncle that could have possibly raised you. Okay? Yeah, I think he had something to do with his daddy's death. Well, anyway, Blanca comes in, tells Kojak about Silver's body. Kojak is like, okay, that implicates Tasha, not him. So what? She said, well, I got some dirt. Where did dirt come from? Y'all found a cell phone. They didn't show us that she miraculously found this dirt that matches the site of the QVC groundbreaking. Now, when did you go get samples from the QVC groundbreaking? Because the groundbreaking was a specific day. When did you go get dirt samples from that day to test? And why would you go test it? Because there was no task force at that time. And is there no other place in the whole city that has similar dirt? Anyway, none of this is admissible in court anyhow, but she wants to get his shoes that he wore on that day to match for dirt. Now, James normally destroys all his clothing after a kill. If for some reason he still got these damn shoes, then I'm going to virtually kick 50 Cent and Courtney Kemp in the ass. Because like I said, they have really gotten real lax on the writing, and they think we stupid. But, okay, where's the rest of this task force? Remember, Blanca was supposed to be assigned to a task force. The task force couldn't have just been her and Sachs. And since Sachs got fired, who else is on this task force with her? Who is on this task force? Well, Super Cop, and the fired lawyer, they go in to coerce Tate into saying that he knew that Tasha and Silver had hooked up and that Ghost was really pissed off about that shit. Blanca, like, he is lying. You just coerced that. I can't say coerced. You just coerced that testimony. My career is on the line. You fucking with my career. I'm like, girl, you out here working with a fired lawyer. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You already put your career on the line. Like I'm saying. So now Jamie goes back to Stern's racist ass. We want to discuss Tate and their friendship, what have you. And I was like, he likes being these people's bitch. He likes playing the role of a bitch boy. Anyway, he nervous as hell that Tommy is following him. An ambulance come around. I said ambulance. I can't stand when people say ambulance. An ambulance came around the corner and he panics. You know what I'm saying? So then he texts Ramona like, well, look, when I get home, I got some good news for you. I was like, okay, he must have secured the building. But now he's back with Angie in his subconscious mind. I'm so sick of seeing her. She's supposed to be dead. I'm so be dead and gone, girl. But he shares with her that he's into Ramona. We all knew that. And Angie like, good, go for it. Just don't tell her the truth about you. Just show her the kind man that you are right now. She would never understand the real you. She's not from the hood. You didn't understand the real you, him, girl. You didn't understand it. And he tried to show you the kind person, but you thought it was a lie too. So he's just gonna be the same person for Ramona that he was for you. That's all that was. But I guess he about to get arrested now, since Sachs claims that this would be grounds for arrest. Just the fact that he knew about Tasha and Silva's relationship. Tasha Ben said that. It was no secret. She Ben said that in front of them, that they was messing around. Like, come on now. So Blanca gets a sneak and peek warrant, and the rest. A sneak and peek warrant is basically a delayed warrant, right? The residents don't know that they're there. The owner don't know they're there. So they can take samples and evidence and pretend that they're not there. But the thing is, they're supposed to do this and make it appear to be like a break-in or something, or give the illusion of a break-in, so that way the evidence can be taken. But they are allowed to collect evidence, even though they was trying to make it seem like, oh, you're not supposed to take no evidence. They can collect evidence on a sneak and peek warrant. So anyway, they uncover a pair of shoes with some dirt on the bottom of it, the cell phone that Drake planted, while Ghost over at Truth smoozing with Ramona. So iPhone announces that he's linked to the campaign officially on TV, and then Tommy slide through in the little thing and hand claps and finger snaps. After the press conference, somebody in a Seville starts to tell Jamie, tell them all the way to Raina's gravesite. It's a little broken down to Seville, and he tell her, Daddy bought my daddy's club. So it wasn't Uncle Gabe's club. That was the club that was his daddy's. He bought the club to honor her. And he starts to walk away and runs right into Tasha, like, what you doing with her? Now, he just sat there and said that he ain't been there since she died. Tasha, like, I'm here every week. You here for the first time, bro, right? And she's like, are you dumb or are you dumb? You giving them a reason to look at your past by going into this political race. And he like, I passed the background check. Okay. Well, I'm like, Tasha is still looking out for his ass. Still looking out for him after he snatched her up and put the fear of God in her. And he like, my bad about that. But I'm a better man today, and I'm finally gonna give you the divorce because I'm moving on with Ramona. She's like, I know. He said, the world is your oyster. Do what you want to do with it, girl. So Blanca let Kojak know about the search in the soil, which still proves nothing, because she's like, but we got the cell phone from Terry Silver's car. It's his car. And I couldn't take the chance. And he's like, what did you take it for? She's like, I couldn't take the chance on him moving on it, so I took it. Now, apparently, it's been missing for months or weeks or whatever, days. And all of a sudden, he's going to say, you know what, let me go back to that car and grab that cell phone. Ow, oh my gosh. Whatever, girl. And she said, he said, now, she said now, she can't take the evidence. But I was like, that ain't how a sneak peek work. You could take evidence in a sneak peek. But anyway, being that she took the evidence, and it wasn't like a sign of a break-in or whatever, they can't tie it to him. They can't. His prints ain't even on that doggone phone. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Kojak is the only one making sense. He like, look here. This man was supposed to have committed hits, murders left and right, under the eye of the entire legal system for months. Months, y'all. Again, months. This show has only been months from season 1. But anyway, for months. And honestly, he's supposed to committed cold-blooded murder, but he kept a cell phone for evidence. Like, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make a sense for anybody who has eluded us like y'all think he's been doing. He's completing multitude of murders, running the biggest drug ring in New York, and he gonna keep a cell phone. That don't make sense. Blanca's like, but the fact remains the phone was there. Really? How was the phone there, girl? Better yet, who put the phone there? Who? It didn't take them long to put 2 and 2 together and come up with Sachs. Because dude, like I say, is obsessed with Jamie. And Kojak told Blanca, you starting to sound just like him. So Tate was coming over to warn Ghost about the feds. But Ghost threw so much shade that Tate said, fuck it, I ain't telling you nothing. Tate seemed like he was a little bit drunk to me. And Tariq Finally hit him back, and Tate was about to tell him something about Tariq. I don't even remember. But then Ghost was like, his ego got in the way and shut him down and told him how much he wasn't going to be shit, that he was a big head, and you ain't going to be nowhere without me. Nowhere. Nowhere, right? So anyway, Tariq show up, and they hug. Now, just last week, he was like, I will kill you where you stand. Don't ever come around me or my mama again. I ain't playing with you, son. But I'm going to give you a hug when I see you. I was like, this is so stupid. Stupid. What's even more stupid is Tariq said, I ain't even come to talk to you. Dre did. He walked in the door with Dre. Like, dude, he's our enemy. Why would you bring him here? Okay, because he knows everything that I did. And he wants to use it against me. And he like, look, you go wait in the hallway for your little friend, right? And then he went to Dre like, what the fuck do you want? What the fuck do you want? First of all, take all that bass out your voice. Okay? I know you ain't gonna kill me because your son around. Okay? Plus he say, I know you framed me for the Jason hit. How you know that? How do you know that since you didn't tell anybody that you was going to meet Jason? But anywho, Dre need to run. That's basically why he there. He want Jamie to fund it. He told him he can give him 250 bands, but that's it. And for Dre, that's not enough. I'm like, dude, where you trying to move to the moon? Like, he didn't say what type of bands they were, but most time when people refer bands, they talking about bands of $100 bills, and 250 bands is $250,000. That's enough for you to get where you got to go, Dre. That's doable. That's doable. You're living off less than that now. Well, where does Ghost keep getting all this money? I thought he was broke. He drained Raina's fund, and then they bought whatever. Anyway, as Ghost is talking, as Mike B would say, cash money shit to everybody. First he dogged out Tate, then he told him he could never be him, and now he telling Dre he would never amount to nothing, but you need me, boy, you little bitch. That's how he talking to him. And he's like, I'm gonna see you in an hour and give you a little 250 fans. He talking cash money shit, as Mike B would say, but I'm gonna still give you $250,000. But what he did instead was he got the guard on the phone to tell him to start planting that video footage of Dre going in and out that building. Now, he get a call from Tommy. First things first, I didn't kill Keisha. I know that now. Really, Tommy? How do you know that? How do you know that he didn't kill him? What evidence did you find? First of all, let me tell y'all, the earring theory that y'all all had, Tasha dropped her earring. That was an editing error. That was clearly editing, because in the very next scene and all through this episode, Tasha had that earring back on. Those go hoops, yeah. Tasha didn't lose that earring. I mean, she lost it in the struggle, in the acting struggle, but that wasn't part of the script. That was an editing error. So if they put it back in there, it's because so many of y'all said, what about Tasha's earring? What about Tasha's earring? The same way that 50 Cent changed the sound back to Joe. They go in and they do another edit. Trust me, they will. 50 don't like to be wrong. He petty like that. But yeah, there was an editing error. So anywho, he said, Tommy was like, yeah, I know you didn't do it. And he was like, well, you could have believed me in the first place. I never put a trigger on somebody you love. Jurassic, Holly, I just lied about them to get rid of them to protect you, and that's it. So Tommy like, so this recording Proctor had, you lied to me about that to protect me? What recording? Okay, how in the hell did Tommy get the recording? When did he meet up with Elisa Marie? Benny sure didn't have the recording on him when he shot him dead. And even when he shot him, if he did have him on her, Tommy didn't check the body. Tommy just left. So when did Tommy get this recording? How did he find out about it? How did he get access to it? Why are we skipping over steps in this show? Okay, with the way they wrote this, we would never know. Because as soon as they get into a pissy match about Tommy not wanting to let it go and not wanting to kill Ghost, then Ghost got the big head again and tell him the same thing he did others. I don't need you. You need me. I'm done with you. We over. I'm out. And he was like, no, you ain't. Yeah, I am. So Tommy pulls a gun and says, so you get everything you want? Well, I got nothing. You took my daddy, both my girlfriends, my baby, my crew, my family. Now I'm left with nothing. So why they arguing? Somebody starts shooting. Somebody start shooting. First, they start blaming each other, right? You sent your crew after me? My crew is in jail, fool. This ain't about me, dumbass. Well, who's shooting then? It sounded like whoever was shooting had a silencer, but there was two of them, according to Tommy. So now they need to protect each other. Tommy goes for the building. The shooting stops. Ghost screams Tommy's name, no replies. He heads to the warehouse. Somebody was down. Was it the guy that Tate had followed him? Y'all let me know, because I could. They tried to pan in on the face, but I didn't really focus in. Was that the guy that Tate had followed him? I didn't catch the face. I didn't feel like rewinding. But it wasn't the Italians. It wasn't the Serbs. It wasn't Benny's boys. It was a black man. Who was that? Where he come from? Y'all ain't questioning that. Y'all ain't trying to figure that shit out. They never try to figure it out no more during the rest of this episode. So Kojak got Sax in for questioning him about the breaking, about the phone, and did he plan it? And he got Tamika as his counsel, and she like, don't answer, don't tell them nothing, you know. And he breaking all kind of laws though, and this ain't the only one. And when Sax say, why would I do something criminal to catch somebody? Blanca look like, dude, you just did this morning with Tate. So her guilt get the best of her and say, sir, I had him with me when I searched the car. He could have pocketed it himself for later use. You did what? What? Well, he helped me with Tasha. Girl, stop while you were here. What the hell did he do? He helped you with that too? You allowed him to do what? He's not even law enforcement right now. So, he's a nobody. He's a nobody. But Tamika feeling herself. She like, oh, in your face, Kojak. In your face. She tell him about Tate's coercion this morning. And Kojak looked like, heifer. I asked you specifically, Blanca. He was again pressing the issue. Now I know why. Again, y'all played yourselves. Tamika, like, if you charge him, you and Blanca go down. Kojak said it'd be worth it to see him just go to jail. But Tamika, like, nah, don't be so hasty. Like, who is the bigger catch, St. Patrick or this nobody? You might need that illegally planted cell phone to help give you a name. You know you want your name up there in lights. So Tamika looked like Regina King to me, but I heard that way. At this point, I'm thinking, damn, this episode ain't over yet. It ain't over yet. Like, this is dragging the fuck on. So the phone tip worked. Dre went to go meet James. He got arrested for Jason's murder. And then all Dre need to do really is to snitch again. That's all he really do. He ain't got no street honor about him. Jamie rolled up on Vincent of all people. Vincent, like, I'm surprised you're out here trying to do your own dirty work. He said, I thought you was done with this life, son. I thought you was done. Ain't that what you told Tasha at the graveyard? You was done? He like, I should put a bullet in your head for what you did to Tariq. I was like, that's right. His dumb self still don't know that Tariq set that shit up. Tariq told Tasha, but Tasha never told Ghost that he the one that set his own kidnapping up. And Ghost is still none the wiser. Just a dumbass. Like, oh my goodness. So Vincent was like, if you gonna bust. You know what I'm saying? Pull the trigger, nigga. But don't talk about it, be about it. So he not trying to kill Vinny. He not trying to kill him at all. What he want to do is use his connect that he got on the inside, because he's trying to get a burner phone on the inside. And then we see Paz. We ain't seen her in a minute since her little Stella acting episode. And she's sitting up in truth. Again, somebody got up in truth. How y'all keep getting up in this club? It's like the Greenleaf Estate. Ain't nobody watching the door. The door ain't never locked. Like, who let Paz in? Well, she came to say, asked him, who killed Angie? He like, I didn't kill Angie. She's like, I know you didn't. Well, maybe you had somebody do it. But then again, the look on your face right now tell me otherwise. You're like, you know I loved your sister. I would do anything to trade places with her. Well, what was she doing risking her life for you? Keep you out of jail. Right then, Ramona comes from upstairs. Where the fuck she come from? How the hell she get in? Anyway, the door was on the first floor. But she came from upstairs. Anybody could just walk right up in the truth. Like, if y'all live in New York, run on by truth and go and get in there and get y'all a drink or something. Because the door's unlocked. It's like a church. The doors to the church are always open. That's truth. Well, he was about to tell Paz everything, but then he maintained and said, you know what, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how to ease your pain. I don't know who killed your sister. Paz like, fine, you would never see me again. Like, he really needed to? Like, then he get a text from Tasha, like, where you at, you know? And Ramona stepped out the darkness asking, no, what was that Paz was talking about? What was Andy trying to keep him out of jail for? She should know. He like, we good. It's no worries, no problems, right? So he gonna meet with Tasha at the penthouse. Repairs are done, but their relationship is beyond repairs. He like, I'm sorry for all that happened. She said, not as sorry as you gonna be. Because I know the feds are on Tariq, and I know you were gonna turn him in for Ray Ray's murder. When the hell did that happen? When was he gonna turn Tariq in for Ray Ray's murder? Who wrote this shit? At what point in life did he say he was gonna ever turn in his son? None. But he wants him to turn himself in. He's like, you know, that's the best thing for her. I mean, for us, for the whole family. He should confess. Do a little jail time, do a little probation, military boot camp, something like that, you know. I was like, they already shared with Tasha that the DNA was 50% James. And Tariq had already, no, Tariq told him later that the DNA match, about the DNA match. And I was like, he can't turn himself for that anyway. They already know it's not him. They already know the DNA only 50% matches. At least that. But that DNA still doesn't say he the trigger. He pulled the trigger. It just said there's a drop of blood at the scene. Anywho, he tell Tasha, if I go down, you go down too. So it'd be stupid for me to turn myself in. It's best you let me get in the office, then maybe I can help you out, especially considering you killed Lala. I don't know what you're talking about. Girl, bye. You know, good and God doggone well. I know you did it. You know, I felt like if I was playing the drinking game, if I drunk and I was playing the drinking game, that every time Jamie said, nothing is going to stop me, I would be fully drunk still right now. Just how many times he said that. And Tariq need to be responsible for his own shit is basically what he's saying. So she says, but when the world finds out about Terry Silver, that you're going to be singing a different tune. He still sticks to the fact, I don't know what you're talking about. Anywho, Raina Ghost came back. We got Raina Ghost, we got Angie Ghost, we got Kanan Ghost. I was so sick of seeing Ghost. I'm so sick of seeing him. So Raina Ghost come back, and because Angie Ghost said she ain't come back no more, she done with him. Raina say Tariq need to pay for what he did, whatever. I paid for what I did. I got killed. So Tariq do come through, and like, what you want? Mama told me you want something, and I thought you was gonna take the blood from me. I mean, take the rap from me. You ain't gonna take the rap from me. I'm your blood. They found my blood at the scene. The seasons change, people change. People want to do different things. Well, you lied to my face. And I was like, little boy, you've been lying this entire time. You lied to his face about 2 kidnappings, the one with Kanan and the one with Vincent. You lied about Raina's death. You lied about the burglary, the robbing and burglary and stealing. You lied about the drug game, Proctor's death. What have you not lied about? Okay? But Ghost like this the best thing for our family. When I get in the office, I'm going to smooth things out. Well, he said, if I confess, then you need to go first. Tell me about every drug deal, every murder. Let's start with Breeze. I was like, Breeze? Breeze wasn't even in the show. He was just somebody that we knew that Ghost shot a long time ago because Kanan brought him up, right? And you was not even born when it happened. So why would you want to know about Breeze? That's an odd name to throw out there at this particular time. Hell, Breeze probably the one that killed his daddy. That's what I'm thinking. Shit. But anyway, we're going to pretend that nobody was shooting at Tommy earlier. Nobody was shooting at you, Ghost. We still going to pretend that ain't happening. Y'all didn't even text each other to see if y'all was alive. We just skipping over that. Still ain't nobody brought up BG being dead. Nobody. Still ain't nobody looking for Jukebox. I'm going to keep bringing it up too. Nobody. And Benny. Okay. Anyway, he goes on to tell him about Breeze. And it didn't matter to me. Anyway, Kojak and Blanca, they in front of the judge. And he like, y'all back here with this bullshit again. He said, oh, we got proof that he killed Terry Silver, his lawyer. He was sleeping with his wife after the trial. Everybody knew that. Everybody knew that. What's your proof, though? Tate's affidavit saying he knew. He said, get the fuck out of here with this BS. Okay, we got the matching dirt from the shoe. Okay, show me proof that Terry Silver wasn't at that same site. The judge is like, nah, next. What else you got? Well, Kojak pulls out the cell phone. Then speaking of cell phones, Jamie got his burner phone in there with 2 bits and asking him for help. We never find out at all what he asked 2 bits to do. Never did. Never did. I was like, at first, is he going to roll up on Dre for money and revenge? But Dre got let out later on in the episode. And 2-Bit was extra fucking loud. Like, why is he and Specs in the same cell? They wouldn't even possibly be on the same cell block, being that they were brought in together. They in the same cell? Okay, whatever. So Blanca goes back up with her puppy dog face and tells Tate, it's over. The judge won't give us a warrant. Then she goes to Paz next. And Paz was already on their team. Remember when Tasha paid for the funeral? She was letting that shit go. She had evidence herself that she hid into the damn casket. So now she's so angry again with Jamie all over again. You gotta go arrest him. You gonna let him go? You gonna let him walk? Well, Dre used his one phone call to call Blanca. He like, if they trying to kill me in here, I was set up. You can't prove it, though. You can't prove it. She said, they got you going in and out of the building. But if you help me out today, just by answering one question, I can get you out of here. And St. Patrick goes to jail. So I was like, again, I think Mike B is the one that asked this. What makes Dre such a credible witness that she keep going to him? And Sachs kept going to Dre. She like, he basically says that he was there when he killed Terry Silver, that he witnessed it all. So they finna fabricate another lie. These cops are just as horrible. They just as horrible, but that's how these idiots do for real. You know, they get us locked down. They be lying. But there should be cameras in that damn conference room recording everything that she's saying to him. Okay? But that's just me being petty and shit, you know, because it don't make sense. Her coercion should be known. But Tamika tells Sachs that the judge shut it down unless they came with hard evidence or witness who isn't an enemy or an accomplice of St. Patrick, which Dre is neither. So how they gonna still use that? He's an enemy and was an accomplice. Anywho, Sachs' arrest warrant got signed. Sachs supposed to be going to jail. He probably the one that shot him. That's what I was thinking at first. He was so obsessed and so drunk. So Jamie walked through the club after the party, and there's Kanan. I wasn't even excited. Like, this is really stupid. Just bring them all back from the dead, like the soap operas, and say they was alive. At least that's more believable than all these fucking ghosts walking around in his head all damn day. Ramona walked up on him talking. The question is he talking out loud? That she actually heard what he was saying, or is he just standing there in the stupor calling the days? So Sachs' drunk ass moping through the streets of New York, heading up the truth. He got a gun in his hand. They just walking down the streets with guns in their hands. I think, didn't Dre have a shotgun? They all walking down the street. Dre out there in the streets. Pa's got a gun. Tate in black with a gun. Tariq on the street, but Tariq didn't look like he was going to truth. Blanca, she out there. Tommy out there. Tasha out there. Tasha didn't look like she was old by truth either. All these people are supposed to have been heading the truth, allegedly, with guns in their hands, and don't nobody see them, and they don't see each other. All these people walking towards truth, supposedly, and nobody sees each other. Sachs was the closest. He was right across the street. But then Tasha and Tariq, like I say, they didn't look like they was near truth to me. But Blanca, she parked in the back, but somehow was going around to the front door. And then here's the gunshot. And Jamie looked like he heard somebody, turned his head, and then looked straight forward. And then fell off the rail backwards with a gunshot to the chest. Like I said, we never did find out who the person was that was shooting at him and Tommy earlier in the episode. Maybe that's who it was, or whatever. Whatever the favor he called in the 2-bit. We never learned that either. Who shot Ghost? In my opinion, he set himself up to get shot. This is all part of a bigger plan. That's what I say. It's all part of a bigger plan. But was he expected to get shot in the chest? Probably not. Is he dead? Probably not. I don't know, and I don't care. That's the end of this recap and review. Y'all waited a whole week for this bullshit. We got 4 or 5 weeks off. We don't come back to January 5th, y'all. Thank goodness. All right, this is My Twisted Life TV. I'm Poetry. I'm in St. Louis on location, in a new location, at home. About ready to get on this plane in about 12 hours. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.